Good day, this is Professor Will, CBMD PhD. It's today Sunday, March 27th, 2022. It is 1:34 and 50 seconds, a.m. Eastern Standard Time. And today, I'm going to be doing an autobiography and talking more about what inspired me. My extensive research and interest in toxicology led to my postgraduate in microbiology and the fields of writing, recording videographies, and lectures into the fields of educational teaching. On my birthday in 1987, Mom and Dad bought me a Panasonic cassette recorder, along with blank tapes. Mom gift wrapped everything up in beautiful blue wrapping paper, with ribbons and a card. That is when I began recording myself, reading throughout childhood. I like to record myself reading Britannica Encyclopedia and Cole's Notes, my favorite being chemistry. And I would often mispronounce chemistry by saying chemistry. Overall, back in the 1980s, I didn't know my vowels and consonants very well. In my later years, purchased myself a handheld mini cassette voice recorder and got back into recording throughout the 1990s. And to continue on, my fascination, imagination, and scientific interest in the fields, such as learning about Earth's ecosystem, incorporating advanced language at a very young age, and studying history and the anthropogenic aspects of life. One cannot place a value to the fountain of knowledge and life experiences pertaining to the eloquence of my respect for life, dreams, and passions. At a young age, computer science was a tool for me to interact with scientific learning, building, and inventing scientific instruments. Physics came natural to me and was another tool for me to grasp understanding of mathematics in an applied practical way of visualizing sophisticated problems. In later years, toxicology and biological longevity inspired me to become aware of environmental exposures. One must know, among other things, that coming into contact with toxicities like mutagens and carcinogens, radiation, and chemical exposure, especially from man-made materials, will destroy your life and impact the quality of your life. In my perspective, the process of elimination can increase extensive long life, higher IQs, healthy complexion, physical appearance, and less hospital visits. In the past, I studied the toxic biological impacts of leaded gas, car and factory exhaust, and how it was ceased in 1996, and how the biological impact on older generations caused premature dementia, lower IQs, caused cancer, and destroyed the environment. In the past, we used to drink unfiltered hard water, which caused a lot of biological damage, including the liver. We ate out of aluminium pots. We also had leaded and mercury dental amalgams. And older generations used to drink out of pewter cups. That was also very life-threatening. We consumed synthetic colors, flavors, thickeners, preservatives, emulsifiers, antibiotics, pesticides, and contaminants from packages. Artificial sweeteners that contained aspartame and other toxicities such as MSGs, trans fats, GMOs, manufactured by synthetic farmers, and greasy fast foods that plaque arteries, causing high blood pressure, heart disease, fatty liver, and eventually premature diabetes. And caffeine will superficially increase heart rate, temporarily making you feel alert, but dangerous impact on the heart, brain, and body. And cigarettes, especially secondhand smoking, slowing blood flow, shrinking blood vessels. The toxic particulates will constrict and destroy natural blood flow to the brain and body. And cigarettes also causes carbon monoxide poisoning, memory loss, and leads to brain damage. It will also lead to more unnecessary pharmaceuticals being prescribed to counteract other health problems. Alcohol, cigarettes, caffeine, drugs, pharmaceuticals, or any other types of mood-altering substances will only damage your health and damage your body permanently, and I care a lot about my life to be highly concerned. But don't underestimate radiation exposure, which is just as equivalent to chemical exposure. It is most certainly true that mobile or cell phone usage exposes you to radiation poisoning, turning the brain into jello, causing cancers, etc. One can go a step further and say for some time, humanity has lived in a world of radiation from naturally occurring rocks and Earth's crust, in addition to radioactive materials that circulate in the biosphere from sources like ubiquitous cosmic rays from space, which humanity cannot control. All these and many more factors need to be evaluated and can irreversibly impact and affect the quality of your life. We need to gravitate towards being more aware and conscientious of what we consume on a daily basis. I live in a clean, small city with minimal exposure to photochemical smog, air, and water pollution, and forthright about my passion as a humanitarian. And this is not to say, however, that I was not exposed to a lot of these toxicities growing up. It is all about the process of elimination. Much more, I consider myself to be aware and take preventive safety measures. I am in my middle 40s, although my doctor could not comprehend my scientific language at the age of 16 years old. One time I told my doctor that he was only Homo sapien, and I'm one up from mankind, that being super sapien. I am the advanced species, and ahead of my time, by hundreds of thousands of years. I utilize my human brain higher than a percentage beyond the average human intelligence, enabling me to tune in telepathically, intellectually, emotionally, physiologically, for a well-adjusted lifestyle. And this video diary was written and produced by me, Professor Will C.B. M.D. Ph.D., scientist researcher, philanthropist and writer. My video diaries mean a lot to me, and I hope you enjoyed listening. And this video diary was created for educational purposes only. Have an awesome day.